many people here own a smartphone such as an iPhone or an Android device? Wow, all of you. That's interesting. And how many of you are working students? As a student, as yourselves, I find it super difficult to save money because of reasons such as rent or paying bills, putting money for online classes such as this, paying for books. It's just super difficult. To me, it seemed impossible really to save more than just maybe $500 or $600 within a month. It's difficult. It's hard to do. And I mean, in this economy, personal money management is just so important that I just feel like there has to be some way to do it. I've been researching over the past month or month and a half, and I found out that there is a way. Through about a $500 or $600 investment, one can make at least double that within a year. It's through online stock trading. With a few taps on your smartphone, just a little bit of research through the stockbroker of your choice, you can not only double your investment, but also create an actual investment portfolio before you turn 20. And even you can even start retiring even before you graduate from college. It's amazing what you can do. So today, that's what we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss what a stock is, how to invest it, and how to trade online, and also the benefits of having an online broker. Okay, so what's a stock? From the source How Stuff Works from Tracy V. Wilson, a stock is just kind of just a general term. What actually represents a stock is just a share, which is just a tiny itty-bitty portion of a company that one can actually purchase and have ownership of. What's a stock market? Here you can see a picture of the New York Stock Exchange. It's according to How Stuff Works as well. According to How Stuff Works as well, a stock market is just a marketplace that's legally licensed by the United States where one can actually purchase stock through. So some are physical locations such as this one where it's actually like an auction style and people actually just kind of call out numbers and actually purchase stock at a certain amount per share and it's just offered up that way. Other ways are through an online stock market, an online stock exchange such as like the NASDAQ or something that you can actually purchase stock wirelessly, or not wirelessly, through a network. Some examples of online stock exchanges include Ameritrade, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, and Scottrade, which my stepmother Kelly uses. I interviewed her actually a few weeks ago, right before I actually wrote up this whole presentation, so just to learn a little bit more. And how she basically explains the purpose of a stockbroker is they gather up all your information, or all your financial history, all your financial information, and then create an investment portfolio that you can actually make purchases on, and you can that's actually practical for your financial situation. So if you don't have really, a super amazing sum for an investment, with a stockbroker, they can help you make a relatively good investment that will garnish you some money at just a low investment fee. So how are you going to invest? First, what you got to do is you got to open an account through your stockbroker. So basically, what a stockbroker really acts as is like a bank for yourself that you can take money in and out of. There are two types of accounts you actually open with. There are multiple types of accounts, but there are two major accounts that you can open a stock account through, or investment account through. They're both called, one's called a cash account, and the other is called a margin account. A stock account, according to How Stuff Works, is an account that acts similar to like a checking account where you just directly put money in, and with that, just that sum of money you just put in, and it doesn't really gain any interest. Just like a checking account really doesn't gain any interest. You can just make direct purchases in and out of your stock without having to, or with big purchases in and out of your range of investment with stocks and that kind of thing. A margin account is like a line of credit. It's a little more complicated. Basically, how the U.S. dictates it is a margin account is extends only as much credit as what you have invested in your brokerage. So if you have like $2,500 invested in your margin account, that brokerage can only extend to you another $25,000 as a credit. So basically, you can only have double what you actually put into a line of credit, unlike your bank where they'll issue you just a line of credit that they establish your credit score or through your past finances. Another important thing about where to invest your stock is researching your investment. One thing to understand, the most important thing really to understand about investing in stock is the difference between a bear and a bull market, which you can see by the screaming bear and the dynamic and amazing bull up there. A bear market is basically when the economic's kind of in a downfall. How I think of it is the bear is like striking down, you don't want to buy stock because you'll get attacked by a bear. That's how I think about it. Because, or actually you do want to buy it because the economy is striking, going down, the bear strikes down on you like it's its prey. So that's how I think about it. And you want to buy stock when the economy is in a downturn because stocks are always going to be cheaper. In a bull market, you think of it like its horns are turned up, so it's going up, like the economy's going awesome. So you want to sell your stock to make the most amount of money you can within the market that you're purchasing and trading in. And that's really important. And then another super important thing about researching your stock is going through your broker, online broker, or your physical broker, and talking to him about certain business choices you want to do. And even you need to go as far as doing your own personal research because anything really can change a stock. When I perform our interview, my interviewee has stock invested in the United Postal Service, UPS. And right now, UPS is blowing up because Amazon and because services like Amazon, Newegg, like all of those companies pretty much use UPS specifically as a postal service just because their reliability or their great customer service. And right now it's in for their stock is just increasing every day, and she's looking to sell it right away just because it's valued a lot more than how it was originally valued when she purchased the stock. Here we go. Okay, so finally, going online. How do you approach going online for your stock exchanging? It's pretty basic. Instead of we're talking about the New York Stock Exchange, so the physical auction style floor, you have your computer, and it does give you the benefits of using an online stock trader is pretty vast. Like you get up to the second stock rates, whereas if you're going to a physical location, not only you're not a licensed local allowed to go to a physical location, but through your investment broker at your local bank or at an independent investment firm, they'll give you stocks up to maybe like 15 or 20 minutes. You don't really have that advantage, whereas you do with online stock trading. So you can go to certain sites such as Scottrade or Charles Schwab, and they do have requirements, one of which is filling out an application. Another is going through a basic credit check and just making sure you can back up your investments. Another thing is just you do have a minimum investment fee. For Scottrade, for example, according to them, it's $500. And you can set up certain plans along how you kind of want to go about purchasing your stock. So if you're someone that really kind of has minimal activity, like my interviewee, she kind of looks at her stock probably once every month or so, just to see how it's changed, and honestly just kind of gradually gone up. It does have its little micro changes, but overall it's pretty steadily increasing. So with that, what you can do is you invest in just kind of like a monthly rate with only, which is honest, monthly rates are like maybe $20 a month, if that. Pretty much as much as any kind of on a glorified investment account, as much as any other fee would be at a physical location. And then you do have like little you can have little fees for every trade you do. So like on Scottrade, you have no monthly fees, but you do have about $7 a month per exchange. And if you want professional advice with Scottrade, you can have it's only $32 fee, which is what your investment broker would cost, if not more than that. And you can get professional advice, up-to-date research, everything, all the tools you would need basically to make a really smart investment. Um, let's see. So we talked about. So today, what we've discussed really is how to invest. The basic overview of how to invest online, kind of the advantages of doing online investing, and how to begin your future with stock trading. We've discussed what a stock is, where to invest it, and how to invest it, and really, honestly, just 4 easy steps. Um, finding the money to finding the money and saving it to actually put towards your investment. Research a broker that matches the needs you have. Take advice and learn from your mistakes, and most importantly, just make sure it's an enjoyable experience for you and worthwhile.